Sula here from MistyHelltops.com. Thanks for stopping by. In this episode, I'm working on a 5x7 2-page spread for my Autumn 23 mini album, and I titled this page First Signs of Autumn. I'm using the digital version of the collection Welcome Autumn by Carta Bella and lots of stamps and dies. So this is not a double-page spread, even though I'm working on 2 pages, but they're basically 2 separate layouts that I am creating here. And I'm starting with matting the photo. I have this little scallop die piece that I can use for the photo sizes that I have there, and so I started with matting that photo. Then I have these 2 strips of papers that will go across the top and the bottom of the page, and as usual I run a card around the edge of the paper just to distress the edge, and it gives my pages a bit of a pop. And with this, however, because they are sitting right at the edge of the page, I only distress the edges that I actually face toward the layout. I don't distress the outside edges that are on the edge of the background paper there anyway. I think it just works better this way. Then I have these 2 pieces of rickrack that I also die cut and now glue on top of that. I felt that was really cute. I really need to use these rickrack dies a lot more often. I think they're actually really cute, and I rarely use them. So then I have these little kind of squares that I want to put behind the photo, where the photo will go. So I'm laying everything out that I have an about idea where I will put things and how I should glue them down. So I'm going one by one with these. And as I have said many times before, I usually create my pages in Silhouette Studio, especially if I'm using digital products, because that helps me get everything in the right size so that I can then transfer it into a printing project and print everything out. Then for the most part, I just trim everything or cut everything by hand because they're mostly straight lines, and sadly this the paper that I have, and I bought a whole bunch, like just a pack, and want to use it up, and that paper sadly does not work well with a trimmer, so it's just fussy cutting it. Then there are the embellishments, and the embellishments are a mixture of what comes with this digital collection. Well, it's what would come with the physical collection. So these digital collections from Carta Bella and Echo Park, they all come with a whole lot of the physical collections. They come with a whole lot of embellishments, and all these embellishments are also available digitally. And so that's the beauty of it, because I can resize everything to the size exactly as I need, because I work in a smaller scale, so it works just perfect for me. And so a lot of times I will either fussy cut, sometimes I use my Silhouette to cut things out, or I use some of my dies to cut things out. Like, for example, this piece there is like, I used one of my label dies or tag dies to cut this one out, and but it's an embellishment piece. So then I have the title here, and the title is also a die cut piece. It usually comes with a mat that I could put behind the word, but in this case I was going to glue it down on white background anyway, so it didn't matter to me. I could just directly glue it to the background page. And then for the rest of the title there, it says First Signs of, and I use a simple office stamp that you can get, where you can just basically type out your name and address or something, or anything you want basically. And I use that. I use it for my stamps. I just it's a lot of work because it takes a little while for me to put the words together, so I don't use it that often, even though I really like it. So then I'm moving on to the second page there, and the second page is a triangle design that I'm using here. And so as I said before, I create the page in Silhouette, and then I pull in my papers. And I do that, like the triangles you see are in all different kinds of sizes. So I created the triangles first, then arranged them on my page the way that I wanted them, and then I pull in the papers into the silhouette. There's actually a tutorial on how I do that, on how I work with silhouette to create these kinds of pages. And it's an older tutorial for a different project, but it basically is the same principle there. So you can find that, I think, in the how-to playlist here on my channel. But what I pay attention to is not to pull in the papers into the shapes and then size them, because then I want the paper, the patterns of the paper to all be in the same kind of proportion as they are in reality. And I'm working with a 7x7 paper size, basically. I'm not really, like I have this 7x7 piece that I have on the side where I pull in the paper, then copy it, and then crop it to my shapes. But that way all my papers are in the same proportion to each other, and that works well. And the reason why it is a 7x7 is simply because the page size is a 7 tall. So it's 7 inches tall, and that's why I decided to go with a 7x7 paper size. Even though I never use a 7x7 because first of all, my printer wouldn't even print it, and then secondly, I don't need that. So then I'm ready to finish this layout off with the embellishments, and I have created this little chevron there with some of my dies. I have not really used this chevron before. It's a lot of work because it's all these fussy little pieces that I then have to glue on the page, but for once I decided I will add this to a page. I also added my title there, as you see, and it was just a stamp that I heat embossed with some of my stamps, and it says fall greetings. It's for a card, I guess, for a card greeting, but I felt it worked well because it's just fall is greeting basically on this page. And then obviously the other embellishments, again, they come from this digital collection that I just print and then usually fussy cut with these kinds of shapes. Sometimes I use die cut shapes to die cut on my embellishment pieces, so it depends on what I am doing there. And this pretty much finishes my page off. I still have little word strips that I will add off camera this time, but this is my page done. I'm leaving you with some more close-ups. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up if you did, and consider subscribing. I hope you have a great day. Thanks for watching. Bye.